Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill. And today we are playing with a SU-85I or SU-85L, however you would call this. It is a premium SU-85 Ruski Tier 5 tank destroyer. And tank all in all is not looking bad whatsoever. It is pretty much typical sniper schnitzel, right? It has pretty nice gun, AK 160 alpha damage, 119 millimeters of penetration, 800 shell velocity, and with the gold we have 161 millimeters of penetration and 1000 shell velocity. All in all, this tank is pretty nice for a sniper schnitzels, right? If you like sniping in the lower tiers, I believe this is a good tank for you. Other than that, I don't really think this tank can offer something special from the standard SU-85, to be fair with you, right? And as many of you know, lower tier premium tanks are not making that much credits, and it's very important thing to say. It's not like oh, you will get the tier 5 premium tank and you are going to make a bank for yourself. Buy a tier 5 premium and it's going to be the best. No, it is not the case, and I want to be very honest with you fellas. You are not going to make many credits with it, but you are going to make more than tier 5 standard tank, right? That's important thing to say. Meanwhile, we can see this AMX even who is playing here. So what is my goal? My goal is to punish him in the face if I will be able to do that, right? I see the madness what is happening here, fellas. Believe me, I see that, but in the same time, unfortunately for now, I cannot do absolutely anything about this. Meanwhile, ELC, we are smacking him twice. Once we did any damage whatsoever, but that's okay, and he decided to be involved here. Good. We are going to smack him once again, and we have 300 damage just like this. Now, this is very important thing to say, fellas. We are not feeling that great in this matchup. The main reason why we are not feeling that great in this matchup is because this map is not very great for the tank destroyers, okay? It doesn't really matter how you are going to look at it, it's just not great. But luckily for us, enemies are making silly goose mistakes and we are smacking them, we are punishing them for their stupidity. And now look at this DPM and look at this ability of this tank to shred heavy tanks like there is no tomorrow. You can say whatever you want, but this is looking pretty solid and this is looking pretty good. So it's worth to highlight this. DPM for a tier 5 of this vehicle, yummy. It is good. Meanwhile, can we punish this T1 heavy tank? And I want to believe we can. He's down to one-shottable, and in fact, he's down to the garage already. Nice, very nice. So look at this beauty. 1.4 thousand damage, 190 assisting damage. So far, we are doing everything well, and so far, we are feeling very great. I want to track this cover 1, and if we are going to do everything properly, there is a chance we are going to slaughter him like there is no tomorrow. That's what I am looking for. Obviously, speaking about the cover 1 is very powerful tank all and all, and unfortunately he is slaughtering us. Greediness from my side. Greediness. I knew I might take one for the team and I went for it. Anyways, nevertheless, not bad score whatsoever. I am feeling extremely happy with all this. So let's teleport into the garage and let's see what we managed to do and how much money we are going to make, right? Let's go. And we are back. It did not took that long. It took like literally 1 minute or so to finish everything, and let's see how we scored. So we have 1.7 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage. We are top by experience, we are top by the damage, and we made 44,000 profits. Well, not necessarily 44,000 profits, because we need to minus 13,000 here, so we made like 30,000 profits. which is not bad whatsoever if you would ask me. Let's go for round number 2, and while we are waiting for round number 2, fellas, I want to share epic news. We have a crew skills on the medium tanks and light tanks, and soon tank destroyers are coming, and as you can see, this is how the things are looking like with notes added from our side, and it goes for every single lower or higher tier tank. Doesn't really matter. So fellas, I am extremely excited to share this with you. It is looking like a solid banana out of 10 if you would ask me, and I am very happy with how everything turned out. And if you haven't checked it out, please do. It is free, right? And you can double check, do you have the correct skills or you don't, and obviously then you can make a decision, do you want to retrain them or not. And if you are retraining crew skills, wait for a discounts, fellas, wait for a discounts. From time to time we have 50% off, and that's the right way to do the things if you would ask me. So what do we have? What do we have, fellas? We have a tier 6, tier 4 game here. This is completely fine. Sand River. And now if enemies are going to be aggressive here, we are going to smack them like there is no tomorrow. Okay, so we are sitting in position where we want to be. All we need to do now, we need to wait until enemies will mess up. This is a tank destroyer gameplay. It is completely normal, and this is how you are playing with the tank destroyers, right? It's not like you can go in front and beat the living crap out of the enemies, especially when you don't really have like very solid armor yourself. Meanwhile, hi buddy, how are you doing? Those are the mistakes you are waiting with any tank destroyer out there. And honestly, this one is completely fine. And in fact, I would say this is kind of rare tank destroyer. At least I am not seeing SU-85L or SU-85I, however you would call this tank, too often, honestly. I do not see this tank often in the battles. Maybe because it wasn't sold that many times, maybe because it is a bit more rare tank, also could be possibility. Okay, what to do now? I think at this point we can go for a blind shots. The thing is, since we have absolutely nothing to do at this point, blind shooting can work just fine. And if someone is sitting in the typical position somewhere here, which usually enemies have couple of forces sniping from the typical bushes, this could bring us a lot of use in the end of the game. And fellas, I can tell you one thing, you are missing every single shot you are not taking. So please keep this in mind. If you do not have anything to do in the game, you can always blind shot the typical positions, which can bring us some use, right? Which can bring you some use as well. Okay, we need to get a bit involved, and how we are going to do the things, I would say we are going to take the middle at this point. Hopefully from the middle we are going to have a very nice angle to punish sniper schnitzels who are sitting here or who are sitting here. That's what we need to do at this point. I mean, looking into the map control from the enemy side, it is looking quite bad for enemies. I'm not going to lie, fellas. This is looking quite bad for the enemy team. Meanwhile, our Stug is getting slaughtered by T-67, and in fact, I think I am going to show this T-67 who is the boss now. I'm going to go in front with the high explosives, and if the things will go well, which I suppose everything should go well for us, we should be able to eliminate him from the game like there is no tomorrow. This tank is having a very nice turning speed as well, so please keep this in mind, fellas. This is very important thing to say. Can we? We cannot, and there is a sniper schnitzel in the back. Okay, that's fair. Not the wisest decision from my side, honestly. Not the wisest decision from my side. I'm out. This T-67 will approach us in a second, and that was obviously I could expect his friend with which he is playing in platoon, right? Sitting somewhere nearby over there. I could expect that, but I was naive. It happens, fellas. It is okay. No complaints, no regrets. Look. What is the second part of this battle, since it did not work out for us that well to make a hardcore pressure? I'm going to take the standard sniper schnitzel position. I think this is the way to go. Unfortunately, as you've seen yourself, making pressure in front, it is not, it wasn't a very great idea, especially when I went and made pressure through the open field. That was just simply stupid by me, but that's okay. It happens. You cannot do everything ideally all the time, right? Meanwhile, what do we have? We have a gentleman in the open field, so if the things will go well, we should be able to smack him here, and in fact we will. Beautiful, 160 in the face, and he is officially dead. Very nice. How about this S-35? Look at this. If enemies will try to make any pressure whatsoever here, they will take one for the team, I'm telling you. No, be aggressive. Be aggressive, brother from other mother. How are you doing? He's not very happy, I can tell you that. Nice. The T-67 got farted by the Arta. Arta pretty much sent him back to the garage, and obviously he's not feeling very great. Meanwhile, Panzer decided to be aggressive, and if the things will go well, we should be able to kill him. Yep, things went well. Now, this game compared with round number 1 is so much worse for us. Skill, could you please tell me why is it so damn worse for us? Sure thing. Enemies weren't making that many mistakes for us, honestly. Enemies we are playing pretty passively, and unfortunately, even though they are melting, right, most and the biggest fight was over there, and after that, that's it. We punished the light a couple of times, but we couldn't get that much use, and this is a sad part, but it is how it is. Nothing what we could change there, and nothing what we could do about this. And once again, we just need to accept this, and we need to move on with our game a bit. Right? Beautiful, couple of free shots there and there. That's always nice and always welcome. But this is not an ace gameplay or something. Unfortunately, it is not. And in fact, I have a feeling this is kind of game over already, because I really doubt we are going to slaughter the Wolverine, right? So, the round number 2 was kind of meh, but once again, it is how it is. Let's hope for the best, and maybe we can smack Wolverine a couple of times as well. Now, speaking about the speed, for this tank destroyer, speed is not bad. Come on, fellas. Going 46 kilometers per hour, it is not horrible by any means, and it is not bad whatsoever. At this point, I'm not planning to escape. I am just going to escape. Escape, escape, escape. That was close, okay? That was close. Beautiful, look at this. Couple of extra shots there, and plus on top of that, we got ourselves a bit of assisting damage. Nice. In the end of the day, it is not a horrible game, considering it is a tier 5. And by the way, just to check it out, how much you need to do in order to get the marks on this tank, you need to do 1,600. Wow, this is pretty high expectation values, honestly. And I rated this vehicle as a playable because I know I haven't noticed anything super duper hyper turbo special about this tank. That's why I rated this vehicle as a playable. Anyways, 1,100 damage, 300 assisting damage. That's okay. We are 4th by the experience, we are 3rd by the damage. It is not that bad. Plus on top of that, we made 30,000 profits, although remember I need to pay for my extra rations as well, so it is not adding to the price, or you are not seeing it adding up. Anyways, round number 3, let's go. And we are back, fellas. Last but not least, we have Minsk tier 6, tier 4 matchmaking, and we need to figure out how to play this game. And honestly, I can see only one way how we can do the things properly here, and it is to take this typical standard sniper schnitzel nest. I do not know what else we supposed to do. I think this is the best way for us to play this. So let's see. Getting into position, and at this point we will simply need to wait enemies making mistakes. That's about it. Nothing more and nothing else for us to do. Also keep this in mind, fellas. Whenever you are playing with the tank destroyers, use double bushes. By saying this, now I can spot for myself, but if I want to shoot, I can move back and I can shoot, and I won't get spotted, right? This is very, very important thing to say. And if you are tank destroyer lover, and if you are not using this technique or this style, you should change something in your gameplay as well, right? It works great. It doesn't matter what tier, from the tier 1 up to the tier 10, honestly. Beautiful. Попадание. Take that, попадание. And take that. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's the start for us. At this point, I believe it's clear enemies are not spotting us whatsoever, right? So what that basically means, we can kind of chill here and wait until they are going to peek this corner. If the Jack Panzer will peek this corner, we are going to smack him like there is no tomorrow, and there is nothing what he could change about this. I know I am not playing aggressively, but pay attention to what is happening. There is plenty of the enemies who are playing in this side. So what that means eventually they are going to be aggressive after they will kill this 25 TP and this Churchill. And believe me, they are going to kill them. There is no doubts whatsoever, considering how many guns we have who are making pressure. This is completely fine. And as wrong as it sounds, fellas, we are still feeling great. We want enemies to keep making pressure, and we kind of want to lose the city in a way, because then it is going to bring a humongous amount of the use for us. In the same time, I believe it's clear our team is winning this flank, so all we need to do, we need to start thinking how to play here. In fact, I don't really think this tree, actually it's okay. I'm trying to figure out what is the best play for us at this point. And I think playing here will work just fine. So, what we are waiting for? We are waiting until the Poodle will make pressure like this, because he will. Give him 5 more seconds and he is going to appear here more likely. I see this bush, and this bush can be a big pain in the ass for us, especially if the Poodle is going to go into this bush, but we are going to be alright. That's the first tracking shot, doesn't really matter. Although he knows where we are now. He can suspect us being here, right? Meanwhile, cover 1, beautiful, and once again, use that double bushing technique, fellas. Abuse those camo mechanics and show enemies who is the boss here. Very nice, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's try to get a bit closer, just like so, and we are playing. And at this point, we are just waiting until enemies will mess up. Light tank is thinking about going to the open field. Poodle is making pressure, and this is a worst decision which you could possibly make, buddy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just like so, fellas. Just like so. Little by little, step by step. Can we hit him once again? Dead. 3 guys capping the base. That's a problem. Well, how big of a problem we have, fellas? I missed 1 shot, doesn't matter. We are going to decap him. And in fact, I think we should be able to eliminate him from the game completely. It doesn't matter if I will get spotted at this point. It truly does not matter for us. Oh, come on, gun, please. We need you to hit successfully. That was a bad aim from my side. That's okay. This gentleman is going to be dead in a moment. He is dead. Beautiful. Now our Matilda, hopefully he will be able to punish guys who are capping the base. I know Vaka is holding the cap, I believe that's understandable, and at this point we just want to be kind of close here, as wrong as it sounds. We just want to be here and to spot enemies. Whenever they are doing something silly, we are smacking them. That's it. Plus, on top of that, remember, we have Grille, and this Grille is very, very, very powerful tool for us to decap the base. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. In this game, not only we are spotting, but in the same time we are doing damage. And even though this might look like very, very complicated situation for us, indeed it is. Can we track him? Ay, it's okay. No complaints, no regrets. Good, fellas. Very good. Very, very good. So, in the end of the day, we have 1,500 damage and 700 assisting damage. And plus, on top of that, I believe we had two great decisions in this battle. Us sniping from over there, Skill, you are so humble. Thank you. And most importantly, Matilda, who went and captured the base. Matilda did absolutely epic job here. So let's teleport into the end of this battle, and it's still 50-50. Are we going to win the game or not? Time will show everything. So let's teleport to the scoreboard. And we are back, fellas. Unfortunately with a defeat, but I am happy how we played this game. 1,500 damage, 700 assisting damage. We are second by the damage. We are first by experience, and big fat thumbs up for Pavlak Tank aka Hum Petka. He carried the game, he made it work, he did absolutely everything properly. We made 8,000 credits, although did we make the credits considering the extra rations? No, we lost a bit of the credits there, and that was a long game, but once again, I probably wasn't patient and I went in front a bit too early. That's okay, that's what we have. So, after 3 games, our performance is 1,500 damage and 500 assisting damage. Fellas, 2,000 combined with a tier 5. Come on, what do you want more from me? Beautiful games, I am happy with this, and I hope you enjoyed this session together with SU-85I. And speaking about the DPM, fellas, this tank has 2,700 DPM, which is very, very good. Which, if we would compare against the SU has a lower DPM, although we don't have as good crew, so it is also worth to say. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace!